So, come to Tasmania, they said. In spring, you'll have fun, they said. So here we are, day one at our new site just out of Launceston. Camped nicely beside the river. Unfortunately, they've had a fair bit of rain, so
like it hasn't stopped raining.
At the moment, we're being evacuated. It's 11:30.
It's 11:30 at night. We've had to pack up everything.
Put the awning down, the whole shebang.
Everything.
And so they're moving us to higher ground, just in case. The likelihood of the river
busting its banks
is, they reckon, somewhat remote, but if we want to be safe, then they're suggesting that we move to higher ground. So that's what we're going to do, because we don't want a nasty surprise when we wake up tomorrow morning.
They have been getting a lot more rain than what was predicted, so in fairness, I think it's a good call.
Hey Coopies, you doing the right call?
What do you think, mate? He says, I get to sit up the front with Mum, and why the hell are we in the car at this time of the night?
Anyway. So we're just waiting on the guy to come back and get us, to guide us to where we want to go.
Where he's going to put us.
So we're all hooked up, ready to go. Fun. Well, it's the morning after, and what a fantastic decision that the owner of the property made to get us out last night, because what was a nice grassed level area is now this. So you can see, you may not be able to see, but there's an information hut that's basically halfway up. You got, that was the entrance road that we drove down through yesterday. So credit to the local that knew the signs to get everybody out. So there would have been about 20 vans that got out. So there's black swans swimming where our camp spot was. Hard to believe, insane. And then the race starts to save horse and some calves. All the locals are strategizing.
So our stay there has obviously come to an end. They gave us the option to stay there again, but that was right up in near their house, so we went, no, we're good. So we're heading to try out a park called Hadspin. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Hadspin.
Hadspin, something like that. It's a proper, like a Big Four or a Discovery Park, something like that, where we're going to meet up with our friends. And of course the sun's come out, so that's a good thing.
Look at the water there.
Yeah, well, the river just completely broke its banks last night. But anyway, that's what we're doing. We're going to go check it out, and hopefully we can spend a few days there, because we'd really like to stay in the Launceston area, but sadly there's not a lot of options with the dog. The Big Four doesn't allow them. Don't know what trouble he could cause, but anyhow,
yeah, and I guess the people that own the place then gave us full refund, so we paid for 2 nights, and they come in this morning and said, here you go. Wasn't perfect, hopefully you'll come back sometime. So
Old Max, definitely.
Old Max Farm.
Yeah, it wasn't, you know, it's very
really
unusual.
Nice.
That hasn't happened to them for 2 years, so
really looked out for their campers last night, and got us out with heaps of time. So yeah,
really good.
Really professional.
If we were coming back here, we would definitely stay with them.
After checking out a couple of van parks, we decided to go a little further down the Tamar River to a nice little spot called Beauty Point, where we based ourselves for 4 nights. We use this as a base to explore some of the local areas such as Greens Beach and Georgetown, while still being close enough to head back to Launceston a couple of times. So, having a game of golf this afternoon at Greens Beach. First game of golf I've had in a couple of years, so it'll be very interesting to see how we go. But yeah, beautiful day on the first tee. What could go wrong? We've got a par 3, about 160 odd metres. Oh, good morning. So today is birthday day, so we're just about to head into Launceston to have a nice lunch with our camping friends that have arrived over the last couple of days. So the weather's turned very nice today, so we just had a bit of a drive around and heading into Launceston now for a beautiful lunch. We're going to a place called Stillwater, which is on the banks of the Tamar River.
So we're just here at Stillwater restaurant in Launceston, here to celebrate the birthday boy's birthday.
Looking forward to it. Should be good.
Looks like it's a beautiful day here and the view is going to be really nice from inside the restaurant.
Yeah.
And hopefully the food will be what we think it's going to be.
Do you remember?
So it used to be an old flour mill. It's the Stillwater building.
Here at Seahorse World, come with a couple of friends. Darren's decided to stay home. It's not really his thing. Apparently this is the largest seahorse farm in the whole world. So we'll go and have a look.
I never let my guard go down, but you messed me up when you came around. When the high wall, no, you needed space, but I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna miss it. Few thousand miles in an ocean away, but I see the sunrise. Oh, just like the other day. Picture your eyes as I fall asleep. Tell myself it's alright. Oh, as the tears roll by. I wish I could feel your face. I'm helpless when I'm ocean away. I'm helpless when I'm ocean away.
We're just doing a tasting of a distillery, whiskey distillery.
I never felt a room so still. See the future coming, hope it isn't real. I learned to fake a smile as the time runs out. I don't wanna wait, oh I don't wanna miss it. Few thousand miles in an ocean away, but I see the sunrise.
High, but we think everyone can add a little bit of water or ice to suit their own palate. Taste this and then we'll gradually go up in percentage and see what you think.
I wish I could feel your face. I'm helpless when I'm ocean away.
Lilydale Falls. We just finished our winery tour at Jan's.
She goes out to the man on the street. Sir, can you help me? It's cold, I got nowhere to sleep. Is somewhere you could help me? He walks on.
Waterfall number 2 at Lilydale Falls. So we're just doing a little, stopped into a Little Rivers Brewing, which is a craft beer and gin distillery. So yeah, thought we'd give it a crack.
Tonic as well, what?
No, so we just buy the tonic that's from Woolies pretty much.
Is
just
that
to-
right?
Yeah.
Oh, number 1 is the Dorset Lager. And we've got number 2 is the Session IPA.
That fruity one.
Just that one. Number 3 is the Golden Ale. Number 4 is a Pale Ale. 5th one's a Dark Lager.
Isn't it interesting that the golden one is lighter than the pale ale? There you go. Mm. Hello.
That's number 1.
It's good.
So we're just coming up to this little beach that's called Stumpy's Campsite. It's just off Stumpy's Campsite. Check this out. Okay, so we're just finishing up our last night at the Cherry Stop farm stay, which is just outside the town called Lilydale. So we've been here for 4 nights. It's been a pretty good location to explore, I guess, parts of the region. So we went up to Bridport, Piper's River and those sorts of places. So the Jan's Winery is not that too far away. We went there today. So it's been a pretty good place for that. So it's a bit of a rundown, overgrown sort of farm that's, I think, hasn't come out of winter yet. So it's still pretty cold and rainy here. So I think they're still yet to sort of tidy the place up. I'm not sure. It could be like that all the time. I'm not sure. But the area that we've got, we're camping with our friends, has been pretty good. So we've had I guess a fire every night, and yeah, he supplied the wood, which was nice. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Suited us down to the ground, and importantly, it stayed nice and dry when we had a little bit of rain a couple of days ago. So yeah, I think it's 12 bucks a night, so pretty value in terms of value for money. You get a nice, good location. It's pretty secure, and yeah, the owner's pretty friendly.
Think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, think twice, 'cause it's another day for you and me in paradise.
So how cool is this? These cows can go in for milking whenever they like, as long as they haven't been in within 6 hours. So they just walk up to the gate, let themselves in, and they get automatically milked. Interesting. Yeah, just at the back of the dairy here.
Just notice there's a back scratcher here as well. So this cow, I don't know if you can see, but it's getting it's like a roller, and it's getting a nice little massage on its back. Haven't seen that before. We just called into the pub in the paddock is our next stop. So it's a pretty famous pub in this area, And one of the apparent features of the pub is it's got a pig called Priscilla, and this is where Priscilla lives. Apparently it drinks beer. Weird, but yeah. So that's Priscilla's pretty untidy pigsty, so to speak. And here's Priscilla over here, having a little snooze beside the fence line. Priscilla, wake up. Priscilla. I'm drunk. I got a hangover from last night. The ears are flickering. So there's Priscilla, lying there like a dirty, lazy pig. Here we are, up in the paddock. Mama's tying Cooper up.
Come for yours.
James Birds?
Study your care, you don't take it.
I'll just have a light.
Like who, what?
Yeah.
The glass?
Yes.
Lovely little spot. So, today is Melbourne Cup Day, so we are in the Tasmanian north-eastern sort of area at a little town called Derby. So it's pretty well famous for, appears to be mountain biking, but we're parked up beside the Dorset Hotel on the banks of the river. You can't quite see the water through there, but the water is running through there at a fair rate of knots, so that mountain bike track goes all the way through. So we've got this lovely spot, which is a free camp on the side of the river. Yeah, pretty awesome spot. So we're just going for a bit of a walk, hopefully up to Lake Derby. So we're in Derby, or Derby as they call it here. So we're just walking along the mountain bike trails, making the most of a beautiful afternoon weather-wise here at the moment. We just watched the Melbourne Cup, and for a rare occasion I actually picked the winner, which I'm pretty happy about, very elegant. So yeah, see how we go.
You and me in paradise. Just think about it. It's another day for you and me.
So this is the Derby Lake, which apparently has some sort of sauna thing happens on it. You get in and then in the sauna, and then you jump off into the cold lake, which is a bit interesting, but apparently that's what you do. So that must be it over there. I'm not 100% sure. You're right.
Thanks, guy.
No worries. Pretty cool place for a fire. House that you must jump off that platform into the water. So these are the different mountain bike trails that we have here at Derby, Blue Derby Park it's called. So it ranges from very easy to very difficult. Up and down through the mountain. And what's this telling us? Oh, this is all the different tracks. And earlier we came up for lunch today, and I just had to have the steak sandwich that was on offer, and I have to say, I didn't film it, but I have to say that this is the best in Australia so far. It's called the Derby Takeaway and General Store. And yeah, it had the best steak sandwich that I've had. Beautiful large steak, which was super tender, able to be cut with a plastic knife, bacon, lots of salad, and yeah, it was just very nice. So here we are at the Little Blue Lake, which is just outside Derby, heading on the north-eastern side of Tasmania. The rich blue of Little Blue Lake was formed from high levels of minerals in the soil, caused from mining which previously occurred in the area. The actual site of the lake was used as the Endurance tin mine, which was later filled in. The suspended white clay and other minerals have caused the rich, bright colour to form. Just a reminder, if you're enjoying our episodes, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to make sure that you're notified of episodes as they're released.